going onto like the metro, if you live in New York or any other metropolitan city, without music. It's just like something else. Okay, let's see. Is this going to be a Coley system? Oh. Okay. Now if I go here and takes. This is just, I'm thinking for a second because this is not something that I've studied recently. Like here. Yeah, let's transpose to like a Queen's Gambit type thing, I think. If you pushes. Or maybe that's a mistake. Here, there. I'm going to full send c5. Because now... but the knight's out, so it's not going to be an isolated pawn. Move here. Takes, we'll go knight takes. Takes. Okay, but now I think that I can get away. Here, and then if takes, once again. I'm going to go for it. I might be punished for that. I don't know if bishop f5 is good here or right. A lot of times you're just supposed to play e6. You get the bishop out other ways, but I haven't played... Oh, I guess I could play a6 and then go for that. That can be a tricky move, because that's how I usually play against Queen's Gambit, is the a6 line. I don't think I'm getting into traps here, right? Takes... This should be good for me, though, isn't it? Double the pawns up. We take back with the rook, and if not, we'll obviously take the queen and play e5 on the next move. I mean, unless I'm missing something here. My opponent does have a pawn. They are a pawn up. How do they protect this? Bishop here. Here. Bishop there. Or just e6? Do we go e6 instead? Maybe. Because this is a pretty sweet diagonal, right? So g6, if it goes after my knight, I'll drop the bishop maybe just all the way back. Let's go g6. I don't usually do this, but that looks like a pretty nice diagonal. And I want to try to attack those doubled pawns. I'm sure he's going to go bishop a3 to defend if I were to go e6. So let's just see, because I can also go... Trying to think here. If I were to play e6, I might be trapping my bishop here, there. Then maybe I can start. I mean, I have the D file, so... oh shit, that's a good move. I could drop the bishop back. Here, takes. Don't want to help you fix your pawn structure, I think. Here, there. Yeah. Definitely not. And I'll castle probably on the next move. We're facing an 1804 from, is it Romania, Hungary? Romania? I wish that I could, well, I could jump my knight in now, actually. But then I need to get my, let's see, we can ask the knight a question here. Takes. That looks very good, actually. Here, the knight moves back. We can probably just castle there. I was thinking, let's see, here. But then I can't jump to e5 like I wanted to. Can't take. That's definitely out of the question. I could just castle. Yeah, let's just castle. Because I'm definitely okay if he wants to take my knight. And if not, e5, probably knight back to f3. But then we could really like full send here. It's just that he's gonna go back to e4, which I don't like. Definitely want to keep some piece on here in front of the doubled pawns. Okay. Okay. So he's trying to stop e5, but I can play it anyways, actually. I could go e5, or I go f5. Maybe that's better. First, f5, because of e5, maybe he'll put, no, he can't push. e5, put the knight back to e5, takes, maybe knight takes. But then it gets a little fishy, you can push. So e5, pawn takes, bishop takes. Or f5. f5 weakens the e4, the e6 square though. My bishop's there, but I'm gonna go f5. And then I'm just contemplating. Oh shit, that was probably a mistake. Yeah, that was a blunder. Oh, I can't push. I have to just literally move my king off that diagonal. That's not fun. I could go after him with knight a5, but you could do this sneaky little move. Takes. I'm getting forked. I might snap that knight off, but just helping my opponent with his pawn structure. Or I go. Now I go e5. I think we have to. e5, and if takes, we'll go knight takes. Just got to be careful with that forkable square. Oh, shit. Okay. If he takes my knight, now I have to take with a pawn to stop. Oh, wait, no, what am I talking about? If he takes knight, I take with a bishop. Wanting to go here now, huh? Could go there. Looks kind of forcing, right? Because if he goes here, and we'll take knight a5. Again, I don't like, though, that he can push. And be like, takes. That would be okay, but knight a5. bishop here, then that would be a free knight. Maybe this does work, and if he pushes, then we'll probably just take and sack the exchange. I think I'm gonna do that. He can't take, or again, we get a free bishop, and I just think that here it's too slow. C6 will take, okay. Now, let's get rid of that fucking knight. Bishop here, and then we'll go rook. Oh, sorry, knight. Knight there. Opening up my bishop also looks pretty good. I would be giving him the bishop pair, though. Not sure how thrilled I am about that, but I can't let the knight get into d6. We're going to give up the light square bishop and try to just argue that we have here, there, yeah, go here, here, yeah, because either moving back, and then we can go. I also want to take the f pawn at some point, open up my bishop. This, he has to address that. So if he goes back, we'll then jump the knight back to c6. That should be good. I'm gonna go for this. Because this, if we can keep a knight on c6, it's very good for my position. That dark square bishop can't get into the game, really. And I have the d-file for the moment. So if given the chance, I'm going to play rook d2 and double up the rooks. And if here, does this work? Okay, so now we'll come back to c6. If he takes, we'll take with the bishop. Knight's got to stay here for now. I would take, maybe, if I were him. Maybe. I'll take with the bishop, but I definitely, now I really want to go rook d2 because it comes with tempo. Hits the bishop, and then we can double up on the next move. Yeah, that's a good move. But we can take first. If takes. I think that's right. Takes. The rook's tied down to protecting that pawn. Takes. Bishop takes. That looks funky. Here he'll just go g3. If here he'll take. Takes, bishop takes. If rook takes, we'll take with the we would take the pawn. And hopefully, like I said, my opponent is one pawn up, but he has doubled pawns. His bishop sucks, and I have more activity. Hopefully, that's enough to at least make this game, like, even. But it all is going to depend on... He'll probably activate his king. Right now, it'd be a blunder. But at some point, he'll probably look to start activating his king, because my king's all the way out in this corner. This looks pretty logical, though. If takes, we'll just take back with a pawn. We would have those isolated pawn islands, but it cuts the king off. It attacks a2. And then... Let's just calculate for a second here. I think I have to just give him that knight. Rook d2. Takes. I'm guessing maybe like if rook over... Bishop takes. Check. Yeah, I think when given the choice, 15-minute rapid games are definitely my preference because I'm always down on time, but I'm rarely getting just thrashed. You know, like I'm rarely playing a game where my opponent gains an advantage out of the opening and then continues it. I know actually based on my statistics that I usually have the advantage out of the opening. So it's really just like a matter of if I can convert it. And if I have the time to think and calculate, you know, I do blunder sometimes. Hopefully I don't blunder like whole pieces, but man, 10-minute rapid games are just insane. You just really have to play it like a blitz game. Yeah, his bishop's really bad. He can't even, that bishop is in jail like forever. Because if he goes here, I can probably go a5. And he can't even bring it over here. And if he moves the rook, then I'll take. Interesting. Okay, so we're going into, if I take, we're even on pawns, we're going into a bishop knight versus bishop bishop endgame. So let's calculate for a second. Oh, that might actually be a blunder. I can take first on c3, and this is defended, and then if takes, takes. Probably not that big of a difference, but then he'll bring the bishop here and look to separate my pawns. Here, takes. Takes. Let me just see what the position looks like. That's true. That is true. Takes. Yeah, I'm going to go for this because if he wants to take my knight, yes, I will have those isolated pawns, but they're on light squares, and it will now be opposite color, or same color bishop, so it's probably a draw based off of what I know. But at least it's, yeah, I don't know. I need to study my endgames more, but bishop, bishop, like a bishop, bishop endgame can be sketchy. A bishop pair can be really fucking strong. Unless you work some magic with your knight. Who has the better bishop? Yeah. Okay. Move over. Maybe he gives me a check. Okay, hold on. Over. Check. I have only one square to go to, which is here. Okay, as long as he can't go over my weak pawns. Let me just think for a second. Still hitting f4, so g3. Can't move the knight. I could try to hop the knight around, but no, I can't actually with these pawns. Not with that bishop pair. I think that I just need to walk the king in. I need to activate my king. There's not like some crazy checkmate, so I think I'm fine there. g3, maybe march the king up. g3, I can actually go here, can't I? Yeah, g3. I go bishop b4, but then if takes there, that should still be even. We'd have a dark square bishop, and all of my pawns are on light squares. Might even have a slight advantage there. Interesting. Well, we have to take. So yeah, now all my pawns are on light squares. We're even. We have two separated pawns. He's going to have to play g3 here. Or you can blunder that pawn. All right. Am I missing anything here? I have 7 minutes, so I have no excuses to like play too fast. I'm a pawn up here now. And then I activate my king. Yeah, I think he's probably like super tilted right now. Bishop here. Because then I can keep an eye on his. Yeah. Right. I want to be behind the pawn, not in front of it. Here, and then he can never push. And I can infiltrate. So I should be winning, I think. Let's see here. There's the problem. Yeah, I should be winning. Just trying to calculate here. If my king gets to d5, I'm pretty sure I win. So if I start with king here, king there, there, then maybe I'll want to go f4 at some point to free up the f5 square. So here, there. Here, there. If I go back, and there. Kind of an important decision here, though, whether I go bishop b4 and keep that bishop tied down, or I just go back. Because then if he goes after my bishop, I think he'll be losing. I'll drop my bishop back here. So let's go bishop c1. And then I'm going to look to infiltrate on the light squares either. Okay, so here, here. Can he... I need to make sure that he cannot infiltrate, though. The only way he would be able to is on the a5 square, so I'll have to cover that. And if he tries to take that diagonal away, I'll have to attack his weak pawn. So let's move up here. There. If he pushes, he's probably in trouble. All right, so now do I go here to keep his king from infiltrating at all? So he can't get in on these squares. He can only get in through the dark squares. If I go here, if he were to offer a trade, he's completely lost. So I think I have to go bishop d2 now. And then if takes, maybe I even go king f5 first. Start with bishop d2, or do I just go here? There. So I can go check and force him back. Let's start with f4. I think f4, though, is going to be better than bishop d2, because if he takes, I go here. He can't protect the pawn. Okay, let me calculate here. So king f5, he'd only be able to protect, I can protect it this way, but then I takes, and then it's a race. Who's going to queen first? You have to go around that way. And if I go here now, here, there, check. So he has to protect somehow. And if he goes bishop e5, takes, king here, king there, king there, takes, here, or no, yeah, there, there. Shit, I have to do that all over again. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm there. Takes, here. Here, takes. Here. There, and he's faster. So... No, what am I talking about? Just take on f4. Take on f4, king here, we go back and... But take on f4, and if he goes bishop here, then I go bishop there so we can never... Why not just take now? Yeah, I had to rule it out. I don't know, I had to rule it out. But yeah, I take now, and then if he tries to go c3, bishop c3 is obviously trying to get his king to penetrate, but he can't. I'm threatening the g2 pawn. And then if not, I'm going to go back. And then I'm just flat out winning. Okay, so now here, if you go after my bishop, I'll just drop him back. Right? Let me just double check here. I don't want him getting in at all. So I'm going to go bishop d2. Cut the king off from the dark squares. Light squares are covered. If he goes here, go all the way back to a2. Or he could go this way. That's kind of funny. But then I can... Or I go here, and then there. And then I'm going to win the d5 pawn. His king is going to be so far away. Let's see. But if he goes this way... Shit. Here... Oh, okay, that's actually kind of annoying. Let me think for a second. I wanted to get my king up. Or I can go all the way back around and go this way. Here. I hope I'm not blundering anything here. But like I said, I think if I get my king to d5, it's game over. And so if he starts marching his king that way, I guess I'll bring my bishop back, and then that would be a draw if we repeat. So if he goes here, bishop there, there, and then here. Oh shit, but then it's annoying. This king's annoying. I can't infiltrate. Here. I mean, it's probably, I think it might be a draw now. I think I might have messed this up because if there was like fucking how the fuck do you pronounce that? Then I might have something here, but he can always just keep moving the bishop, I think. And now I can't get in there with my king. I might have messed this up. You don't think it's a draw? I don't see how I can... I guess I do have... Maybe it's enough to just push these pawns. Shit, maybe that's all I have to do. Just push the pawns. I just need to make sure that he can't, like, play a move that blocks it. But even then, yeah, I guess... Nope, no draw. My opponent offered a draw. Because I should always be able to stop my opponent from getting over here to these pawns. I'm never going to let him get in this way. And I can just march my pawns down. I don't know why I didn't think about that earlier. But I do have to be a little bit careful about how I do it. Because here, if he pushes, then there, that would lose the pawn. That would be winning. But if here, yeah, here, we would win the pawn. Here, if he doesn't push, let's just say, I don't know. Hell, that. Okay, a4. Then here, you can't bring the bishop on that diagonal. You can't go this way. You can't even infiltrate with the king, so then we're threatening g4. Yeah. I don't think there's too many ways to fuck this up with the pawns on this side. His bishop's really strong. Probably very annoying for my opponent. Because if his king gets over and were to take... Oh, interesting. Can I just go here, though? Here, he has to bring the bishop back. I can just continue all the same. He can't do anything on that diagonal. On the next move, I can go there. Right? Let me think for a second. Maybe I'm... Okay, yeah, I don't... The king can't get in at all. All of these are taken away. So I'm good on the king getting in. The bishop can't go on that diagonal either. So I can go g5. And then after g4, I mean... Now I can go here, there. Now my king gets in though. Let's see. Here, move there. We go bishop there. He needs to move the king back. And then here. Shit, I'm getting low on time. Here takes. This could be a mistake. Because now he gets his bishop here. Fuck, did I screw this up? I'll have to go for after this pawn. If he goes here, I'm going to go all the way back. Interesting. Here takes. King up. Takes. Can't lose on time, so yeah. Okay. GG.